waiting for us. Before I start this thing, I would like to say a few words about a gentleman who has meant a great deal to this company. He's a guy who, his charisma, his personality, his fighting style has helped elevate the UFC and mixed martial arts to where we are today. And I truly believe that he is here, that we are where we are. We are here. Had this great event tonight that was packed with people going crazy, and all these guys came out and delivered and had a great night. And it was, you know, he is one of the guys who has been one of the building blocks in the sport and in this company. And tonight we are going to announce his retirement. Play it.
Forrest Griffin, how do you not like this kid?
I never said I was that good or that pretty, but baby, I make it exciting, you know? What more can you ask for?
And Forrest comes out swinging.
You are the ultimate fighter.
Forrest Griffin, UFC light heavyweight champion of the world.
The man who helped to bring us to where we are today. I love you guys so much. Thank you.
He launched season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter. He went on to accomplish things that people thought he couldn't. Won that season of the Ultimate. He's the original Ultimate Fighter, and then went on to win the light heavyweight championship. Packed arenas, became a huge star for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Forrest Griffin.
Thank you guys very much. It's been a good 8 years, I guess. The biggest thing I've learned is that when Dana White says retire, you should retire. Otherwise, you will blow your knee out before your next fight. Thank you, guys.
Do you guys have any questions for Forrest Griffin? And just, I know there's probably questions. Forrest Griffin, you know, is retiring like the other guys have retired. Forrest Griffin has been a huge star for us. Anything we've ever needed from Forrest Griffin, he's been there for us. Anything we've ever asked of Forrest Griffin, he has done. Every time Forrest Griffin has stepped in the octagon, he gives everything he has. He is staying with the UFC. He will have some role, some title. Hopefully he will work more than Chuck Liddell does. But yes, he will be here and he will stay with this company, at least for the rest of my life. So, any questions for him? Guy's fucking retiring and nobody has a question? Go ahead.
So, hold on, Forrest. Wait, we're not letting you get away.
Question.
Forrest, you kind of joked about down here in front. You kind of joked about it, but how much of this was you, and how much of it was Dana, you know, putting pressure on you to retire?
No, well, here's the thing. If you think about it, 2 of my last 3 fights I pulled out due to injury. You know, when you make a habit of being on billboards and, you know, having them push your fights and you don't actually fight, it's actually time to retire, unfortunately.
So this has been something, you know, going through your head for...
No, it's just, I mean, if you think about it, you know, I pull out of this fight, I pull out of that fight. How many fights can you pull out of before you become, you know, an unsecured product? I mean, I wouldn't invest in me at this point.
Can you think back of all the fights that you've had? You know, what's the one that you'll take away and remember the most? At this
Well, it's pretty easy. It's the Ultimate Fighter.
I want to lead you into that
Yeah.
one, but
Yeah.
give us number 2 then.
Winning the belt.
All right, thanks.
Big arrow. You got one arrow?
Yeah.
Why? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I know Dana said that you're going to work for the UFC, but you know you're relatively a young guy. What do you think you'll do now?
The UFC actually does a lot of charity stuff locally, and you know, for the troops, for a lot of organizations you wouldn't expect. I mean, that's kind of always something I wanted to pursue. It's that thing we all say we're going to do, you know. But I've always said I'm going to be a better person. You know, I'm going to volunteer. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But you know, I've got to train for this fight now. I'll do it later. Well, now it's later, so that'd be a good thing I'd like to do.
How long ago did you
So
come
there.
to? What was that? Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
How long ago did you come to the realization that this was your fate?
It was weird. It was, I saw the Brian Stan Vanderlei fight, and I thought, you know, if I don't have another one of those in me, there's no point in doing this anymore. You know, if you can't put on a product like that, I mean, I never really cared winning, losing. If you can't put on a product like that, then, you know, don't put that product out there at all if it's going to be subpar.
And was that a tough pill to swallow, or did you wake up the next day and it just kind of hit you?
I mean, this has been my dream since 2000. You know, this is all I've really wanted to do. So, you know, I don't really know, you know, I don't know what's next. I'll figure it out, though.
Thank you. Congrats on a
Thank you, guys.
And I was joking, Chuck. And thanks for coming. Chuck wanted to be here to see this because Forrest was his boy and the Ultimate Fighter and their friends. Real quick, when Forrest said that's true. You know, there's this charity here in town called Foursquare. I'll make this real quick. It's called Foursquare, and we were looking into it on supporting this thing. There's so many kids in Las Vegas. This is a crazy story, but they only eat at school. The parents don't have money, so Friday when they have lunch at school, they don't eat again till Monday's lunch because they don't have money. And this company brings food to them. So we went to meet with these people, and we're talking to them, and they're walking us through the thing, and they said, "You know Forrest Griffin, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, we know Forrest Griffin." They said, "Well, we didn't know who he was. He comes here every day, and he goes in the back and he cooks."
Once a month, I think they're there.
All right, well, I exaggerate. You should have stuck with every day, all right? He goes there once a month, and he cooks food, and he packs lunches, and he does whatever they need around there. And then they said when he leaves, he writes a check. That's who Forrest Griffin is. And that blew us away, and I agree with him. Lorenzo and I hadn't even talked about it, but that would be an amazing job for Forrest. I agree. So thank you, Forrest. We appreciate you very much, brother. Thank you.